Hi, my name's Amy. This is my first video. It's the first time doing my makeup on YouTube, so here we go. So I'm gonna start off with primer. I use NYX Studio Perfect. It's quite used, as you can see. So I'm just gonna apply that all over my face. I have already moisturized as well. Just gonna get that all over. Okay, now we're all primed. Gonna move on to foundation. I'm currently using the Revolution Conceal and Define. It's the big one that's got a lot of hype around it at the moment. I think it's okay. I find it to be quite dry, especially with powder. Even after using lots of setting spray and stuff, it does come off quite dry. So if you had dry skin, this probably wouldn't work for you. So we're going to apply this. I'm just going to go and wet my beauty blender. I'm going to just, so it comes in this little stick thing, and just, yeah, I'm a big fan of their concealer when that first came out. I was really excited for this as well, but I don't think it's as good as the hype behind it was. It's, like I said, it's okay. It's nothing special. So now I'm just going to take my damp, say, beauty blender. I got this from Primark and Packaging for like £2.50. Don't think there's any need to be spending ridiculous amount of money on these things. You know, I know a lot of people use Real Techniques and things like that, but like I said, this was about £2.50 for a pack of 2. So I know what I'd much rather use. It is pretty full coverage, which is good, but I don't think you can tell in this light, but it does, if you've got dry skin, it will literally show everything. Okay, and that, I mean, goes a pretty long way as well, I guess. But I've only recently bought this one, so we'll see how long it actually lasts. I kind of like the noise it makes as well, though. But maybe that's just me. And now that the foundation's all blended in, I'm going to move on to the concealer. Like I said, the Revolution Conceal and Define. I got the super size one that came out with the new foundation. This is go-to for me. It has been for a while now. It is just, I just think it's one of the best I can find. It's really good, and it's a good price. I think this was £7 for the super size, and I think for the regular size it's £4, which I normally make it last quite a while, a couple of weeks, if you're doing makeup every day, which I think's pretty good. I've tried a few different ones before, but this is by far my favourite. Okay, and now going to use this Revlon Photo Ready Instafix, and I have it in shade Rich Ginger, just to do a bit of contour. I'm just going to go in quite lightly with this. And again, just going to blend that. So that doesn't look like I've got as much as for chin. Right. I'm going to set everything with a banana powder. So I'm going to set everything with a banana powder instead of translucent, because as you can probably see, this shade of foundation is a little too light for me. So use it to set, and then it won't make it look as bad, hopefully. So I'm going to take this beauty sponge, whatever you want to call it, for the under eyes. I'm going to do the whole face, so hopefully colour will match and blend everything in a bit more. Money to get the look that you want. So now I'm going to put a little bit of contour on just to bring some colour back. Got another studio brush, probably came in the same pack. Then we're going to use this colour here for the contour. This is a Revolution Iconic Lights and Contour Pro. I got this because I used the NYX version of this first, and I really liked it, but obviously this is the same, it's just cheaper. Just bring a bit of colour and dimension to the face. Try and hide that double chin. It's alright, easy. You've got a bit heavy with your contour, just go back in with the powder and you can fix that up, no problem. Personally, I don't contour my nose. I do occasionally, but it just seems like I just don't see the point in it. I just never think it looks as realistic as it should. It's a little bit better. Still looking very pale, but that's fine, we'll move on. Okay. Now we're going to do a bit of blush again. Revolution, one of my faves. Most of the stuff I own is Revolution. It's just such a good price, and you know, it's good quality. Why not? So I've got an ultra blush palette. I've had it a while. It's in a bit of a state right now. You can kind of see what colours I use. So what I generally do is I go in with this first, just for a little bit, and then use this colour here just for the very apples of the cheeks. And we're just using Eco Tools brush that I've probably had far too long and should probably change, but you know. like I said, the other colour. And same with the contour. If you do go in a bit harsh, just use the powder to go back over. I'm quite a fan of harsh blush though. I think if you're going to wear blush, you might as well bloody wear it properly. Okay. One of the things I love about makeup is how crazy it looks until you're finished. So I look like a mess. Oh well. What I'm going to do next... So I'm going to do my eyebrows next. I probably do this in a weird order and everyone's gonna, not that anyone's watching, but if they were, they'd probably say that I was doing the whole thing wrong. But you can do what you like with makeup. You know, no one should tell you otherwise. If you like how it looks, that's all that really fucking matters, isn't it? Like, find a brush. Found one. You'd think I'd be more prepared, but you know, I'm not. If I'd managed to keep up with this like a plan too, everyone will discover not much of a forward thinker. So we're just going to use this other brush then, it looks like, I guess. Oh, here it is, obviously. As soon as I go back I find it. It's just a life story, isn't it? So, I use NYX brow pomade. I don't know if that's how you said it. I've never heard anyone say it in real life, so I'm probably saying it wrong. But this is the Tame Frame. If you can see that, I don't know. Well, I told you what is this, and everything will be below anyway. So, who cares? I've been using this a while. I've tried a few different brow products. A lot of hit and miss ones. Not very good at getting the right shade either. So I've bought a lot of the wrong shades. So I'm just going to go do my brows off camera, and that'll be 2 seconds. So now that my eyebrows are on, what I do with my eyebrows is I use the brow pomade to go up to here-ish, and then I use this, the light shade, to go through the ends, and then I go through the brow as well to try and keep it all together. This is just by Makeup Obsession. I think it was like £2 or something. They're like ridiculously cheap, which is my fave. So now I'm going to move on to eyes, and obviously it's going to be Makeup Revolution. I'm a big fan of pinks and purples. So what we've got is, this is a Revolution Pro palette actually. Now I'm just going to take some of that powder and go back over a little bit. Hopefully once it's all together, it'll look relatively normal. So, this is a matte palette. This is Regeneration Trends Mischief Mattes. And that's what, it's dirty. Don't, ignore that. That's what that looks like. As you can see, maybe not. The pinks are the ones that I use the most. I love pink. It's just a great colour. That's all I have to say on that matter. So, what I'm going to do first, I'm not going to prime because, just don't. Just going to take a brush, give it a quick once over, make sure there's no colours left from any other time on it. What I've got is, this is something you can use to wipe your eyeshadow off your brushes, so you can change colours and use the same one. That's what it looks like. And then on the back you can clean it as well. That's from Primark. I think that was like maybe £2 or something. Very cheap as always. Going to take Saint, which is this white colour. I'm just going to put that all over to start with. So I really like these colours. These are probably like £6-7 or something for this palette. For all the colours you get, that's pretty good. I know obviously quite a few people on YouTube and stuff have got palettes with them now. I know Soph Does Nails has them because I've got both her eyeshadow palettes, which are really good. I think her other stuff's probably quite good as well. They're just not colours that I really use. And her lipsticks are nudes, and I'm not a big fan of nudes. It's just to make it all the same. Okay. Now I'm going to start with this one. This is called, oh no, this one. And that is Fearless. I'm just going to take that on this, I don't know what this is, masked or something apparently, brush. Just going to go through the crease. They're not like massively pigmented. They do need like a little bit of work. But I would say for what you're paying, it's 100% worth it. Like, you might have to go over it 1 or 2 more times than other palettes, but it's so much cheaper than everything else you could get. And that's just like a really nice soft pink, especially with that white. I'm not a fan of subtle looks, really. I think if I'm going to do makeup, I'm going all out, basically. I've used one of the Soph Does, I think the Spice one, Soph Does Nails palettes for some like everyday kind of work looks. They've got some good like browns and golds and stuff in. And then we're just going to do the same with the other eye. Just for that soft pink. I mean, even saying they're not like massively pigmented, I've only like lightly gone in twice. And this is the pale, so I wouldn't say that that's bad. Okay, got a bit. That's what we're doing today. Now, going to take this colour here. This is Underdog. It's a darker pink. I'm going to put that in the outer corner. And just blend that in. Just really going all the way up to that brow bone. See, this would be quite a standard look for me to do. Maybe not. Maybe not quite a everyday work look, but just making sure that's all blended. Okay. 4. For underneath the eye, I'm going to go in with Exclusive, which is this really nice purple shade. Just going to go right under the waterline with that, and then we're going to switch to a different palette to do the lid colour. These do have a bit of fallout, but not enough for it to really, I think, be a problem. You can easily just wipe it away. It's not like loads, and as it's not like the most pigmented, it doesn't generally like stain or leave a mark there. So these do have a bit of fallout, but not enough for it to really be a problem. Like I said, they're not the most pigmented, so a little bit of fallout isn't gonna leave a mark really. You can just brush it away and it's not a big a deal. Okay. I do really like this matte palette. I think it's got some great colours in there. The yellow's really pigmented in here as well. I've used that a few times. Just wipe away that excess. And we're going to move on to the next palette, which, shocker, is Revolution. This is a Revolution Pro. It's been used, as you can see. This is the Supreme Eyeshadow Intoxicate. This has got some pretty good, like, you can do some eye looks just with this palette, really. You know, you've got a couple, I wouldn't really call the end one a shimmer, really. So I would say four mattes, 3 shimmers and 1 middle. I don't know. So today we are going to do, what shall we do? I'm gonna go I'm gonna go with this middle one here. These don't have any names, or if they do, it doesn't tell you what's what, really. But that's the one I'm using. I would suggest with these to wet your brush as well. You'll get a much better payoff. So I'm just going to use I'm just going to use some water, to be honest, for now, because I ran out of setting spray. So I'm bad at this. So I've just wet that in a little pot. And see, not really. There you go. It's a darker pink. You could use this with the oranges as well, because I feel like there's a bit of orange in there. I'm just gonna take that over the eye, and this is the same as what I was saying. It's not always the most pigmented. You might need a little extra, but for the price, it's 100% worth it. There is no need to spend crazy amounts of money on makeup. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, but you know, you don't have to. There's no reason to go buy the most expensive of everything, seriously. A lot of people use MAC Fix Plus. Any kind of setting spray will kind of do you. It doesn't have to be anything in particular, I don't think. Been using Revolution before. I think I used their primer, the primer spray they have, and I was recently using the NYX setting spray. Totally just got it on my face because I'm clever like that. Now I'm going to go back to the other palette and get that brush fluff. No, not that one. Oh, fuck. Now I'm going to go back to the other palette. I'm going to get that Underdog, the darker pink again, and just try and blend them together a little bit. There we go. Now, going to do, just make sure that none of that got any fallout, get rid of that. And Now we're going to do highlight. I'm struggling to find one that I'm really into lately. I'm using this one at the moment, which sometimes I like and sometimes I don't. This is Brunch Club. It's by Primark. It was a whole £2.50, and I think the whole point of, you know, how it all looks is it's supposed to be like the Kylie ones, probably. The highlighters or whatever they are. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and really dip that in. Love highlight. And just go over the tops there. The nose. Other cheek. I mean, it does look good on the camera, I guess. I'm just going to take a little brush now, a little diddy one. I'm just going to do the inner corners with that same highlight. There we go. Going to do some lips. We're going nice soft pinks, probably best for this look. So I've got this. I've not used this one before, so we'll see what happens. This is Freedom. I think I got 5 of these in a pack for £5. Pro Lipstick Naked Raw. That's what it looks like. It's pretty basic for what I normally like, something a bit brighter, but I think this will go better. It's a bit softer than like the eye look and stuff. I'm not really someone that says one or the other. I like doing both. I'm going to put some of this Bare Enough Soap and Glory over the top. Sexy Mother Pucker as well. Give it a little bit of. Okay, so I'm just going to go put some lashes on and do some I'm going to go put some lashes on and do some mascara off camera, and then we'll be all done. And there we go. There we go. That is the completed look. Tried to sort my hair out, but it's still a bit of a mess, but oh well. There are eyelash lengthening lashes I've used, and the Colossal Maybelline mascara. I just feel like it's a classic. Used it when I was in school probably, and somehow ended up going back to it now. So that's the video. Everything's done. If you could like and subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you again next week. Bye.